Welcome along, everybody, back to Formula One. We've had another 2 weeks of break after a 5-week break, but we're back for the Canadian Grand Prix, and finally, it feels like the F1 season is finally going to start. We've got Canada, then we've got the European season starting with like double headers, into double headers, into a triple header, into a triple header. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy. But first, we've got the Canadian Grand Prix weekend, and it's another sprint weekend. So this is the only practice session of the entire weekend. It's gonna be absolute chaos once again. We have got F2 and F1 Academy as well. F2's first ever time coming to Canada. But yeah, we've got 1 minute until the session begins. But welcome in, everyone, to the watch line. If you're new here, this is how it works. You got my face here. You got the live timings here. Don't know why they're white. Session timer down the bottom left. And you got lovely Twitch chat you can type in. So if you're watching over on YouTube right now, come join us on Twitch, twitch.tv/Ponden. We're always live. We'll be live all day today. We'll be live for sprint qualifying later on today as well. But yeah, I cannot show the broadcast live as it is subject to copyright. But yeah, really do appreciate you guys all watching. And tune on in. Yeah. Did I say we do this every single Grand Prix weekend for every single session? So join me later on today. I think I said that. Not sure what's happening with the timings right now. Maybe we're just gonna have to deal with white timings. There was an update for multi-viewer, and now they're all white. Cool. Not much I can do about that. Let me unmute the broadcast. 8 seconds till it starts. All right, what's new coming to this weekend? Mercedes brought upgrades. McLaren brought upgrades. Yay! Let's hope they catch Mercedes. Other than that, don't really think there's anything new. No special liveries for Canada. I swear we had like 3 special liveries last year, and then this year, none. Not sure why. Let's get the timer up. Audi first out, and timer's up, Syncon up. Not sure why the timings are white. Does anyone know? Let me reset my timings. Maybe it's just multi-viewer that's bugged out. What's happening? Wait, you guys can hear the stream? No, you can't. Why do you lie to me, bruh? Why are you guys lying to me? I can't. Okay, so is multi-viewer white for you guys as well? Alright, well, that's not my fault. That's not my fault. Not sure what's happening there. Not sure what's happening there. Oh, alright, predictions are up in chat. Who will finish first? Oh, I can't, man. It's already too hot. It's already too hot. Yeah, I gotta deal with the sound. It's already too hot. Alright, what I missed in chat? Oh my god, cars on track, V-carb livery. It's weird seeing the V-carb livery is a normal livery for once. Aston Martin, can we all give a round of applause for Aston Martin, please? Aston Martin, no upgrades. No upgrades. No upgrades. Well done. Well done. We're 6 races into the season. No special. No upgrades. Bum cheeks team. Absolute bum cheeks team. What are we even doing, man? What are we doing? It was unresponsive in the simulator. Not sure what happened. Absolutely insane. The microphone being so close would piss me off so much. Yeah, bro was just bombarded. Subsea boy, how's it going, dude? Just catch up on chat now that the watch long has begun. What was the reason for him passing away? Yeah, does anyone actually know? Just saw the shittest thing on the way home. Saw a major car crash and 3 people died. Wow. I'm sorry that you had to see that, Watsons. Yeah, man, I think, you know, stuff like that. What happened to Carl? Like, it goes to show, man, life is too short. Live your life to the fullest. I mean, even said himself, like, he literally said himself in an interview last week, you never know when it's going to be your last. So, yeah, enjoy every moment because you never know when things will change, man. You never know when things will change. Negative aura, unfortunately, I'm going to call it. It's going to be 50 pounds. I predict 5 to 6 minutes of FP1. A Cadillac gets engine failure. What's up, Seb Zane? Welcome to the stream, dude. You reckon 5 to 6 minutes? I mean, Cadillac's bringing upgrades. We can actually give a proper round of applause to Cadillac. They're actually bringing upgrades this weekend. How much will they close the gap to the midfield? Ryan1KK, thank you so much for the sub, dude. Really do appreciate you coming in with the tier 1 for 3 months, dude. Thank you, dude. Really do appreciate you supporting. It's 35. You're telling me that shitty pastry AI shit top advert hashtag sponsored t-shirt is 35 pounds? I can't, man. I can't. Oh. It looks like we've already got a Franco Colapinto going slowly. Oh, no. Throttle's not working. He's got no throttle. He needs to try and get back to the pits. Well, I was about to say, Alpine, for the first time in, I feel like, ages. Like, I'm not just talking weeks, months. I'm talking, like, maybe, like, a year. For the first time, both Alpine drivers are going to have this same spec car. And this is what you get. You get a non-working throttle. And apparently Alpine as well have no spare parts this weekend, so the drivers have to be very careful. He was 41, I just turned 40, so that hits home. What's up, Peter? Yeah, man. Like, young. Like, old for sports standards, but still so young in terms of life. Like, he had kids. Wait, is the car broken or is the throttle fucked? Why are they sponsored by Wet Ass Pussy? Why they got a WAP sponsor on the Halo? Oh, he got back. He got back. Not sure how he got back. Alright, well, let's hope he's not out for too long because Franco absolutely cooked in Miami. I would love to see him cook again. Too critical for sure. Shirt is fine. They could have at least made it bigger. Yeah, at least have some sort of design, bro. Show off the fucking pixel. Supposedly he had sinus issues for like 2 weeks prior. Wow. Something that quick could be a brain aneurysm or something else. Or they did hire Jonathan Wheatley, maybe. I really like this intro. It's just giving me chills, dude. It's so nice when the intro is back after not hearing it for a little bit. What's up, Kate? Lewis clean sweep this weekend, you reckon? I wouldn't complain, but I don't think so. I don't think so. This is us. SQ2 better hit like crack. You reckon Cadillac's making SQ2? I feel like they could close the gap, man, with the upgrades. Last time they brought upgrades, they went from 4 seconds back to 2 seconds back. Now they're... Whoa. Norris having an issue as well, going off track. Max hits 3 penalty points from collision with George Russell in Spain last year is gone. Oh, that's gone now. They're just giving everyone a head start. So like 5 videos on gearbox upgrades for Aston. Have they actually brought upgrades? Have they brought gearbox upgrades, just not era upgrades? Oh, what's up to Max? This is typical FP1 weekend, sprint weekend session where it's just chaos because everyone's coming out so quick to try to get up to speed. Whoa. Max driving into a little bit of grass. Max is like, oh my god, fuck me. Back in this shit car and this shit sport. Get me back in my GT3 already. Whoa. Putting AI on a shirt and then say it's the most degenerate thing you can do. On God, yeah, I don't get it. What's up, Quinto? I think the live timings are frozen. Oh my God, we haven't even got like 5 minutes into the session and my multi-viewer timers are broken again. I literally contacted multi-viewer and I said, what is this problem? And he doesn't know. He doesn't know. He did give me something to try. So I'm going to try that next time it breaks. Because if we can fix it for today, then I don't have to worry about it again. But I don't know what's happening, man. I don't know why it's just broken. Yeah, the colors aren't working for anyone, apparently. Only thing Lewis is sweeping clean is his forehead. Okay. Yeah, let's hope Frank can get back out soon. Tomorrow's got 911 audio call where... 911 audio call where they said he was struggling to breathe. Oh, TMZ got the 911 audio call. How the fuck do they TMZ get that shit? I read that as Tomoz, not TMZ. I heard the gearbox just works better with the engine power, so I think it counts as an era upgrade. Right. Friday fighting for wins would be great. It's been way too long. I really thought they would this year, but it looks like McLaren's jumped them. Especially McLaren bring upgrades this week. Oh, yellow. The MP4, that's what we'd like to see. On the mediums, though. What's the yellow for? Are we going to cut to her, or are we just going to sit on board on Lando for no reason? Oh, it's Liam. Cool. Great. What a great way to start off the weekend, guys. What a great way to start off the weekend. He just went P4 as well. He was cooking. Well, that's going to be a safety car. Not safety car, red flag issue. Low-key, the V-carb livery looks bum cheeks now without the special liveries on it. They should just do a special livery every race. Everything's breaking. My chat's broken again. What the fuck, bruh? Well, sick. No practice going into sprint qualifiers. That's what we'd love to see. At least he's got an excuse now. Sick. Whoa. Is that gearbox? Sounds like gearbox. Harry had 3 cars full to bits. Bruh. Well, that sucks. Great way to start the weekend for them. GTA 100% confirmed by Xbox to come out this year. Yeah, it's exciting. A lot of confirmation that we're going to get GTA 6, which is good. I mean, obviously, until they announce pre-orders, it's not 100%, but it's looking more likely. Red Bull doing a wing change already. Okay. Wait, true. I did jinx that, to be fair. I was like, yo, Liam's cooking. And then no. And I also heard Bernie Collins sound like a helicopter. What? Whoa! Oh my god, Red Bull actually decided after 2 years to fix their fucking shifting problems. New front wing for Red Bull this weekend, apparently. I've just learned. I bet Ponden can do car sounds. Oh, yeah, I can do really good ones. Gearbox delivery failed last race, but he drove into Gasly. True. Wait, true. Oh, red flag. True. He literally had it. He ended his race with a problem, and he's literally showed up this weekend with the problem. Are we serious right now, bro? Are we serious right now? Oh, full red flag. They couldn't get it away. I guess the car's stuck. Oh, it's too hot, man. I need 2 air cons. Nauchka, Karina, and Mishbri. Mishbri. Thank you for the follows, guys. Your lights didn't turn red. Oh, yeah, fuck. I need to do that myself. Bro, there's too many things I need to do. That's one of them. Just set it up so when I press a button, it automatically does it. Yeah, true. This is not just affecting Liam now. This is affecting the entire grid. The FIA testing new rear light colors during free practice in Montreal, designed to improve safety. Ah, that's why... Oh, blue? Red? Red? Ah, okay, so blue is harvesting? Wait, I'm confused. It's not based off a battery, it's based off of speed. Okay. Okay. So apparently blue light means you're losing a little bit of speed. Purple means you're losing a lot of speed. And red means you're stopped. I guess. Will time be extended? Nope. We've got F1 Academy and F2 this weekend, so they can't really extend the time. Guys, get your channel points in. I'm going to end them in a minute. Who will finish first in practice 1? Yeah, after FP1 today, we've got F2 And then we've got F1. I don't know why. We've got a decently sized break until sprint quali. And then we've got F1 Academy quali after F1 sprint quali. And then tomorrow, F1 Academy is on before F1 sprint. So weird. Stefano brainwashing me because I wouldn't mind if sprints were every race. Sprint weekends make me locked in on FP1. Well, no, exactly. I think it gives us 2 extra things if you're an F1 fan to watch. Don't be wrong. As the casual fan, it becomes too much and too overwhelming. But for the diehard fan, like, who doesn't want to watch an extra qualifying or an extra race? I feel like when F1 was poo, it was a bit poo. But now it's like, well, now it's like you get actual good sprints and actual good sprint qualities. So why wouldn't you want extra sessions? You know what I mean? Rebel 1-2? Oh my god. Sprint weekends are the best. The whole weekend feels like it matters. Yeah, sprint weekends should have 90-minute sessions. That as well. I think we should have 90-minute practice session for FP1 on a sprint weekend. Alright, the car's cleared. Let's get the cars back on track, lads. Come on. We need 515 minutes. Ah, damn, I'm gonna have to miss that. Shout out the Weenie 500. Although it was fabricated last year, that pissed me off. The FIA will test different light colors for FP1. Blue when the MGUK is no longer at full power. Purple when the MGUK is fully cut. Yellow when the MGUK is in recharge mode. What about red? Alright, 1 minute. They're taking selfies underneath the car right now. First week of no special deliveries, right? I guess there was no special deliveries in Australia. Yeah, I doubt there's a special delivery in Australia. Okay, no, don't worry. Did we have a special delivery in Australia? Can't remember. Okay, I need to sit down. It's too hot, bro. Is this even hot, cold? China, we had the... China, we had the Ferrari merch. Hi, China. Glad F1 is back. Chris needs more content. What's up, Rubus Leclerc? True. We did upload a...
Hi, chat.
F1
glad
game
F1
rage
is back.
comp.
Chris needs more content. Smiley face emoji.
Thank you so much for the 19-month resub, Rubus. Really do appreciate it. Thank you so much for supporting. As always, with the tier 1. Thank you. New follow my new TikTok. Sorry, I just remembered I need to do a pinned message. May as well promote the new TikTok. We're at 500 followers. Woo! Rubus, thank you so much for the gifted sub over to Red Rhino. Really do appreciate that. Thank you so much for gifting your 30-second, excuse me, sub. Hell yeah. Is Red Rhino even in chat right now? You better pop a thank you. But thank you so much. Love that P1 isn't on Canadian TV. P1? What does that mean? Free practice 1 will be extended by 4 minutes? Huh? They have never done this in the 7-8 years I've been watching F1. What the hell? New rule this year. Interesting. Alright, new time is up. Why don't just stop the counter? Because then it would run into other series and fuck it. But I guess if it's like a couple minutes, it's not bad. But then I guess you could argue it's only a couple minutes, so why even bother? Extending it? Like, what's that extra couple minutes gonna do? Yeah, F2's so that means F2's gonna be delayed 4 minutes, I guess. I guess. One sec, guys. Mary, thank you for the follow. I need to stop checking shit. Sometimes I like open up something on my second monitor to check something, and then I'll just see something that pisses me off. Yes, there's my aircon. I hate having my aircon on when I'm in watch long mode with no audio, because then you can just hear the buzz. But it's too hot. It's too hot to not have on today. I didn't realize they extended them. When Twitch says sub for 90 months, does that mean a payment sub for 90 months or a rolling sub? It just means I've sub for 90 months in a row, whether it's Prime or Tier 1 or being gifted a sub. Yeah, I think gifted also counts towards your sub count. Yeah, so it's just how many months you've been subbed. Most of the time, if someone's got a big sub count, it's probably them subbing themselves. You'd be get pretty lucky to get gifted a sub for 19 months in a row, for example. Was F2 always racing Canada? No, that Canada and Miami got added to the calendar because the Middle East race is getting removed. It's from Recon, right? Yeah. Piastri's helmet cam is so high quality compared to usual. No? Oh, wait, I want to have a look at it again. Maybe they were testing something. Red Bull's been impressive so far. Don't give me hope, man. Don't give me hope. On our broadcast, they said Colopin was out of the Alpine cars. The team is currently investigating power unit issue. Damn, so Franco and Liam out straight away. Some no strobo. Atmospheric background noise adds to the ambience. No, annoying buzz like that is not good. By the way, remember when Fred said new championship from Miami? Yeah, they dropped behind McLaren. Do you remember when Aston Martin said they were going to bring upgrades? Ha, ha, ha. Ooh. New onboard for Aston. They got some extra green. I like it. The 8 sleep. The Coinbase. Oh, no, that's just... I guess that's so they can add more sponsors that stand out. Break it up a little bit. The timing's actually going to start working. Oh, my God. I actually might stop using multiviewer. I love multiviewer as an app and as a dude, but my shit's just never working anymore. And oh fuck, I just reset it again. Next time it breaks. Tell me next time it breaks. Multiviewer gave me something to try, not to fix it, but to try diagnose the problem. So let me know next time you see it breaks. Whoa! Aston might be back. No, they're on softs, but I don't think I've seen Aston that high before. Oh, Lewis going wide. Might have damaged the floor there a little bit. That was... okay, look. I know that was just a random lap, and, like, we just came off a red flag, so the track's probably improving, but I don't think I've seen Aston Martin that high. Oh, he's already dropping. But I don't think I've seen Aston Martin that high before, but I think the track was just improving, to be fair. But that was weird to see for a second. Mary, there with the follow. Alonso P5, am I dreaming? Are we calling the wall just outside the pit exit the Norris wall? No. We'll call it the pit wall. Wait, aren't you a Lando fan? I wonder if Lewis's words from yesterday are going to bite him soon. What, in regards to him saying he's staying for 5 years? I mean, it doesn't mean he's going to stay at Ferrari for 5 years. But I doubt Ferrari would break his contract. Also, wait, didn't Ferrari sign a 2+1 with Lewis? What does he mean he's got a contract till next year? I mean, I guess he technically does because it's 2+1, but both parties need to sign it. I don't know. We've not had enough of a season so far to really judge, but if Lewis continues on the trend that is happening the last couple years, or last year and start of this year, it might be better to chuck Ollie in. I'm not going to lie. Okay, so there you go. You can see the car blinking blue, and then is it going to blink yellow? Oh, they cut off of it. Cool. Max still that close after there has been some track evolution. We might be cooking. Don't get me excited, man. Red Bull looked pretty decent in Miami. Red Bull to nab Ollie. Arvid and Ollie. Imagine that Red Bull go from like never not having a British driver to having two. Okay, everyone's pushing on hards. I want to see some quali runs. What do you think about the rumors of Red Bull wanting to sell racing balls? Well, Red Bull don't want to sell racing balls. That's the thing. F1 want Red Bull to sell racing balls. Ocon not happy with the car. Yeah, F1 wants Red Bull to sell it because they want to get rid of the whole like sister team and like the cheating allegations and all that shit. Yeah. I don't know. Look, I love VCarb. I love everything about VCarb. I love the merch. I love the livery. I love the team. I love the drivers. I love how there's a sister team. I honestly think VCarb has been a bigger impact to Formula One than Alfa Romeo, than I would even say Williams in the last 20 years, 15 years, to be honest. Than Alpine, than Haas. Like, VCarb has been a more impactful team solely because they have been able to allow young drivers to get into the sport. So I always back there being a team, a sister team. You know what I mean? Like, I've always said, imagine Mercedes had a sister team. Imagine Ferrari had a sister team, right? Yeah, it might limit the amount of differenceness we have on the grid, but I think it would make the sport so much more interesting having drivers coming and going a lot easier. Oh! How's his wing still alive? Huge shunt for Albon. I don't know how he's lost the side of each of his rear wings, but okay. That is not good for Williams on a sprint weekend. Yikes, dog. Wow, 3 drivers now. Except Albon's done it himself. That's going to rock the confidence. That is going to rock the mechanics having to work extra time to get the car fixed in 2.5 hours. It's 2.5 hours, I think, right? Steffadat, Mart de Wilt. Thank you guys for the follows. Is this the same location Russell gave himself a puncture a couple years back? .5. No, wait, it's 3.5. Oh, 3. Yeah, sorry, 3 hours after the session ends. Yeah. Yeah, this is affecting everyone right now. We've got 1 practice session on a sprint weekend after, by the way, having 2 weeks off. Before that, having 5 weeks off. And these guys can't even fucking get laps in. We've got like 15 laps. I mean, I guess that's decent, but... Oh. At least his helmet has a lot of aura, right, guys? At least his helmet has a lot of aura. Holy crap! Thank you guys all for tuning on in. I didn't even realize the view count. Appreciate so many of you tuning on in for a practice session. We'd love to see it. I remember when I get 300 viewers for a fucking quality session. We get 300 for a fucking practice. Bro, I want to know how his wing is smashed on each side, but not in the middle. That makes no fucking sense. Or is it separated? Is the DRS panel connected to the car and the end bits are connected to a lower panel? Because that actually makes no fucking sense. Also, where's the replay? Nice ass crack. The crack start poking out, man. Now, that's why you wear a belt. That's why you wear a belt. If we extend the time, F2 is 100% getting delayed. Guys, what do you think of the new Mercedes road car? Low-key looks a bit chopped, I can't lie. Low-key looks chopped. I saw a guy on Insta Reels today edit the car, and within like 2 seconds, it looked way better. Just by doing 2 changes. Is it joke when a single free practice session is only 60 minutes and they do not pause clock during red play? Yeah, I think they really need to consider doing 90-minute practice ones. Also, F1 talk about, we want more watch time. We want more watch time. You literally have a prime time to put 90-minute practice sessions. First wins in Canada. Daniel Ricciardo in 2014. Kubica in 2008. Lewis Hamilton in 2007. John Alesi in 1995. Thierry Bouston in 1989. Gilles Villeneuve in whatever year that was. So, Friday is going to be 16 to 20 degrees. Saturday, a little bit hotter. But Sunday, rain. This season's so fucked. 5-week break, new regs, sprint weekends, rain. Holy crap, bruh. Anyone been to Montreal before? Hannah, my housemate, she went last year. She really liked it. Good Grand Prix, solid paddock, solid city. And broadcast just froze. Cool. Hello? My broadcast is completely frozen. Are we gonna get a replay? Did L1 delete the footage? What's happening right now? He killed a marmot, so no replay. Wait, are we actually not getting a replay because he hit an animal? What? If that broke his car that much, that's crazy. You're telling me we're never gonna get footage. According to Sky. That's Crofty, bro. No, I can't trust Crofty. So's Croft. So's David. Surely someone in the crowd recorded it. Oh, but he was nowhere near the crowd. Guys, someone go find it on Live Leak. Yeah, it has to be an animal then if we haven't seen it. You're watching back on the onboard? It's on F1 TV. Wait, it's on F1 TV. Like, there's footage of it. Oh, we've got it. Should I show it on stream, or is that like bad? It's already deleted, the whatever you just linked. Just go back on his onboard. Can I do that? Driver cams. Is that ethical? Can I show it on stream? I feel like the only reason they don't show it on broadcast is because it's like they don't want to show it on TV. But like, sure, there's nothing wrong with me showing it on stream, right? If you don't want to look, you don't look. Okay, I'm switching to Albon's cam. He's getting towed right now. Alright, if you don't want to see an animal get fucked, don't look. Oh wait, you couldn't hear it. Sorry, you couldn't hear it. You couldn't hear it. The radio, bro. It cut to him just swearing. No way that fucking broke his car, bro. What? That is unbelievable.
I'm so fucking unlucky. It's on.
That is crazy. Rest in peace. Rest in peace, little Gary the Groundhog, man. Rest in peace, little Gary the Groundhog. But that is crazy. That destroyed the car that much. What? I mean, I don't know why they couldn't show the onboard. I know, like, he got ran over. You don't see it get ran over. He just goes under the car. Poor Gaza, man. Rest in peace. That is actually fucked. How it destroyed his car that much? That is ridiculous, actually. That is actually ridiculous. That is crazy. I guess the main damage was from the wall, but like literally the second he went underneath, boom. It goes to show how fast these guys are going, and any sort of disturbance just fucks the car. Carlos has a unicorn. Albon gets a gopher. You think somebody would try stopping it from going on the track? Well, no, they live around. This is like a park. This is like a. They live around the track. Yeah, that was just poor timing. What an idiot, though, man. You try to cross the road with cars coming. Like, look left, look right. Imagine that happened in quali. Imagine that happened in the race. Like, thank God it was in practice. Because imagine that. Imagine, like, Kimi Antonelli. Boom. Championship decider. Boom. Groundhog. Bro, this session's in the mud. This is why we gotta have 90-minute sessions. What the fuck? I turned the red flag off because I thought we were good to go, but I guess not. Bam, 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 bam. Do you believe in love after love? Lewis hit one during the race last year, but didn't fuck his car, right? He was just emotional because he's like a vegan. Well, it's sad either way if you kill something. Sarah New, thank you for the follow. Wait, true. Haas brought upgrades this weekend for the first time this year. They literally said, like, we're just going to use this weekend as a bit of a test. We're going to test out the parts in FP1. No prac for you. What have we got so far? We've got a total of 17 laps. Hell yeah. All right, my timings are broken again. Bear me for a sec, guys. I'm just going to do a couple of things to try and fix these timings because they've been broken for, like, the whole season. And yeah, running it as administrative controls, we can run it from command line. Let me know if you need to explain how, because the certain logs may be visible in the command line. Control. He said control. Shift I. Nah, don't work. Hey, yeah, Ed. He said don't run as administrator, but I'm gonna try it myself. Bum, 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 bum. Pin to... Fuck. What the hell? No, fuck. How do I run as an administrator? Right click. What? Multi-viewer. Right click. Run as administrator. Have they fixed the colors yet? What the fuck's happening? Why is everything broken this year? Is that underway yet? Okay. Finally. One minute, everyone's fiending to get back out on track. So sad by Kyle Busch. Watched his races since 2006. An extraordinary driver. Yeah, so sad, man. Who will win the 2026 Canadian GP? I think Russell's going to win. He likes this track. Mercedes should be the best team, but who knows? It was kind of up in the air last week. We've got new upgrades. Who knows if they're going to work, if they're not. Another 15! Okay, so F2 is hella delayed. Can't wait for Ratnajit to be in my F2. I'm doing F2 watch-alongs on YouTube for the first time this week. Even though it's watch-along, I'm gonna start doing watch-alongs for F2 on YouTube as well. Can't wait for Ratnajit to be in the chat being like, late. Okay, 15 minutes. Wow, huge session, guys. Huge session. Does that mean maybe sprint quali will get delayed? Nah, surely not. Time is up. Well, that just means Liam has to wait even longer for his car to come back. But yeah, apparently this is a new rule, so... Excited for the Weenie 500. Well, we're going to miss it now, because the session's going to run hella overtime. But I'm excited for the Indy 500. Guys, on Sunday, we'll be watching F1 Academy, and then we're going to be watching Indy 500. I will then stop for 20 minutes to watch the F1 build-up, and then we're going to come back to Indy 500 all the way through to the F1 race. We will not be doing our normal F1 build-up on Sunday. We're going to be watching the Indy 500 instead. Yeah. Interesting. First time they've done this where they run overtime. Watch the Indy 500 on the stream or watch long. So for IndyCar, I can do a bit of both. So I can't show the actual broadcast, but Fox stream the onboards and timings. So it's kind of like it's a mix of the two. So it's like I watch long on the actual broadcast, but I can actually have like onboards and shit on the stream, which is really nice. So for like people who can't actually watch or for syncing purposes, it's just way better. Bam, 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 bam. Do I happen to know if it's a sprint weekend? It is. It is. Of course I know, man. Of course I know. God, I love F1 on this track. Yeah, so my mum, she wants to make it a thing where she gives me her thoughts on every single track on the calendar. She said Miami is her favorite track so far. So she said she's been analyzing the track. She's going to give a rundown of this track. I feel like she's going to like this track because there's a lot of greenery, you know? When do you think the session will end? There's a timer in the bottom left. That's when it's going to end. Not a fan of this added time, not fair on the drivers who had mechanical issues. Yeah, you could look at it that way. But then again, if you have mechanical issues, why should it affect the rest of the grid? If your team's poo, you know what I mean? I'll make it a mission to attend Montreal next year. That track is on an island that's unique. Yeah, so it's the track is it's like a park. Is it? Because it's a street circuit, but like normally this is like a park throughout the normal during the year, isn't it? XX Dart Core. Name of the pilot. Yeah, sprint qualifying is in 3 hours. You can see a massive stain of blood nowhere. Circuit suddenly got a lot heavier again, like more friction, says Max. Yeah, that was a crazy amount of damage for a groundhog. Poor man's. I'm gonna show you. Yeah, I guess they obviously don't want to show an animal dying on the broadcast. Which makes sense. I think there's a problem with me watching it though, because it's just like, you know, if you don't want to watch, close your eyes. But sad, man. Poor Gary and poor Albon's car. As a Central European, should I stay awake for sprint quali? Central European? Is it like 10 p.m.? I think you can stay up. Did they kill a groundhog? Yeah, that's how Albon's car fell to bits. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, the timing's broke instantly again. Oh, I'm gonna fucking... Ah! Dun, 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 dun. So dumb, bro. So dumb. Like, it doesn't make sense why this is happening. Alonso. Alonso again. Good lap. One day I'll turn on my computer and everything works the way I left it. Limit that up to P6. V-Cup actually don't look too bad. Ignoring the fact that Liam broke down. Damn, that's a really good lap from Alonso. Even though it's on softs, like, they've definitely closed the gap, it seems. So no aero parts, just work on the engine at the moment. Oh, Alonso Norris again going off track. V-Cab have upgrades? Right, okay, that's good. Wait, so Aston do have upgrades? Why the fuck is everyone saying, oh, they don't have upgrades if their engine upgrade's good? Maybe Adrian cooked that hard with the aero, they just don't even need to bring a engine upgrade. One upgrade for gearbox, right? I'm not gonna lie, the lights being different colors is... Oh, big lock up in front. Is kind of like weird to me. Like I'm so used to seeing a red light. Alright, Russell goes up to the top. Like honestly, this season is so hard to follow, and especially when they're changing shit all the time. Like, I feel for the new fans, man. Like, I've been watching F1 for 8 years. I have pretty decent knowledge of other motorsports. I have a Twitch chat to help me answer questions. And honestly, watching Nürburgring 24 hours, I loved it because I had so much to learn. But like, the way their formats work, the way stuff and penalty and everything works, there was so much to learn. And like to think I already had that knowledge of motorsport. I already have that knowledge of GT3 racing. I already have that knowledge of iRacing. And I'm still like lost about so many things. Imagine a new person watching F1 for the first time watching motorsports, and you've got sprint weekends, battery this, fucking pens that, this, boom, 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 and it's changing every single week. It's fucking confusing. Even I'm confused. Like, I'm like, is that blue light, red light, yellow light? Like, what is happening right now? What's happening in chat, guys? Chill out. Chill out. It's a beautiful day outside. Smile more, as Roman Atwood would say. Pablo Montoya, how long until he disses Max this weekend? I'm fairly sure it's 7 races in 10 weeks, not 8 weeks. The banana jersey is fire as fuck. You like it? I wish it wasn't collared, man. The collar kind of annoys me. It looks goofy. Like a yellow collar. Wait, what if I tuck the collar in? Can that work? What if I do it? What if I go like that? If I tuck the collar in. Low-key fire, low-key fire. Nah, don't work. Seven TVs down? Oh, that's why that shit wasn't working. Nothing's working anymore in this world. Damn, Mercedes go 5 tenths up on Merc. Okay, it's hot in my room, but this is like okay temp. I can deal with this. Please don't get hotter. Why no stream on TikTok? My TikTok got banned, and my new TikTok, I'm not at 1,000 followers yet. So follow up, follow up. This feels like the longest practice session of all time. I'm not lying. What's the point of wearing a hat if you're not going to wear it forward, bro? That ain't going to block you from the sun. Goes behind the Haas. But was he driving behind the Haas on purpose, or was the Haas just really slow to hide the baldness there? I guess you can still get sunburn on top of your head. Makes sense. Oh yeah, wait, I'm dumb. To hide, to stop your neck from getting burnt. Fair. It's a pin message, Eddie. The pin message in Chaz menu TikTok. This LP no damage is going well. True. What do you guys argue about? Give me a rundown of the argument. I'll end this right now. I'll tell you who's right and wrong. What do you guys argue about? Alonso making it out of Q1. I mean, he looks good right now. But then again, no one else on stuff. Yeah, well, what are you guys arguing about? I'm so confused. Man, you can't watch last year's championship and say that anything can happen. Russell last champ? Show me the whole convo, Twitch. Fuck's sake. Yeah, my first year was last season. It took me half the season to fully understand everything. And then you get new regs and you gotta learn it all again. Max complaining about gears again. What's new? Stop with the baby shark coming out of my head. I wasn't singing baby shark. I wasn't singing do 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 do. No, I was singing da 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 da. Freed from desire. Up on the finish up. Wait, am I singing freed from desire? Yeah. Dude, I ain't gonna lie, the England lineup, I'm not even lying, right? I'm not saying this is a reason for our team being bad. I say I'm a British citizen, I can say But I looked at the England lineup, I generally only know one defender. I only know Reece James. I've never heard of anyone else. Why does our defense always suck? We have some of the best attackers and some of the best midfielders in the world. And our defense sucks every single year. Also, why aren't my bro Poden playing, man? Why isn't Poden playing? I swear he was like player of the team last World Cup. I know that was 4 years ago, but like, where's my bro Foden at? I'm British, bro. I got a British passport. I get to support 3 teams in the World Cup. You know how good that is? Foden never good for England, doesn't deserve it. Also, the fact Maguire doesn't play, Maguire like locks in for England. Like something about him in England pops off. Like he is so shit for United, and then he just pops off for England. How excited are you about New Zealand in the World Cup? Well, we got a fucking shit group, so probably lose all 3 games. England will barely reach round. That's the thing. England, Australia, and New Zealand, I think, got the 3 hardest groups. No cap. It's over for all 3 of my countries already. Pray for Chris Wood masterclass. Verstappen and Wolf are spotted together having a talk in the paddock. Nothing wrong with a little chat. At least the Australia games are a good time for them, I think. Were they putting them later or earlier? But that's nice if they've done that for us. But yeah, like I wouldn't support England when I lived outside of England. But now that I live here, it's so good to go watch. Like, it is so good to go like a pub or like a watch party and when England's playing. Like, I still remember that goal England scored in the, was it semi-final, quarter-final? They lost the game, but like, fuck me, when they scored, everyone went nuts. We have watch-alongs for the World Cup games. Probably not. I don't really cover football. I don't cover football. And I want to go watch every game, every England game, at a watch party location. I did actually do a watch along for Oz vs Tunisia at the last World Cup. Bro got timed out for saying soccer. Fez. B4U, thank you for the follow. Yo, Lindblad, best of the rest right now, obviously on the mediums, but still 5/10 ahead of Verstappen. That's really good to see. I would get a lot of viewers if I streamed the World Cup games. Nah, I wouldn't. Maybe Australia, but like, you gotta remember every football streamer and their dog will be streaming the World Cup. Why would anyone want to tune in to watch an F1 streamer watch? Real ones remember the Conor McGregor watch along back in 21. July 11th. July 11th might be the longest day of my life. I'm excited though. So July 11th. Stream Goodwood in the morning. Then I've got a festival in the afternoon. And then World Cup quarterfinal at 10 p.m. World Cup quarterfinal at midnight. McGregor versus Holloway at 2 a.m. That's gonna be a good day. That's gonna be a good day. Just need McGregor to win though. He won't, but one can believe. Time for quali sim soon. You reckon normal track soft on? How we still got 17 minutes left? I thought it was gonna be like 2 minutes left. This is such a long session. Kane going to carry England for the World Cup. Except Froggy is the best. Is Kane even on the lineup? Why do I feel like I don't remember seeing him though? Isn't Kane washed now since he's gone to ban? Fine. Dun, 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 dun. You know your schedule. I keep seeing it on TikTok. It's like July 11th, the greatest day ever. He's doing great at Bayern. But didn't like Bayern Munich lose the league for the first time ever when he went there? He's the best striker in world football right now. I'm not gonna lie. Kane for me is like... Who's like good but they just like... I just don't... I don't even know. I don't know, man. I know Kane's good. But like, he low-key pisses me off at the same time. Like, how he is good, I don't understand. Bro doesn't move. He's like the most stuck-in-mud player you'll ever see. But he just somehow gets in the back of the net. You gotta respect it. But... Okay, can we just stop? Can we just stop? Okay, wait, he's on softs. He's on softs. I was wondering why Ross was going 8/10 up. Froggy is the best. Thank you for the follow. Imagine Kane had Messi pace and agility. He'd be the greatest player in the world. Wait, yeah, Palmer's not playing either? Alright, 5/10 up for Russell. I feel like Russell kind of Russell either lifted in the last sector because he didn't want to make the time look too good, or the tires overheated. Palmer's had a terrible season. But like, am I silly in thinking Sorry, we're talking about football for a bit now. Am I silly in thinking a weaker season because of maybe your team, because of just whatever? Like, is that a reason not to play someone like Palmer, who is like, what, probably like top 3 players of the league last season? Like, imagine being one of the best players in the world, and then the next year you don't get picked for the World Cup squad. Like, that's whack to me. Palmer's been middle of the season. Yeah, but like last year was so good. I guess that's a problem for playing for a team like England, where there is a lot of players, a lot of strikers in particular. Like, Haaland could have the worst season he's ever played and you'll still get picked for Norway. Or Salah, same thing. Salah could be injured, he'll still make the squad. Am I thinking of it 2 years ago? The thing is, I looked at the lineup, but I couldn't I forgot like who didn't make the team, you know what I mean? England's biggest problem is the keepers of mid. Is Pickford starting? Or like main keeper? Yeah, Pickford's good. Pickford's just a rat though. Alright, Kimmy. Wow, 5/10 up on Russell. Okay, so Kimmy didn't lose time in the last sector. So did Russell make a mistake? Did he lift? But 1.3 seconds up on Ferrari. Can we lock in out? Is the Leclerc on softs? I don't know, because my timings are broken again. I can't, man. I can't with this shit. Hey, the colors are back. Welcome back. Guys. First time color TV. Can you imagine watching me in black and white right now? What tires are Leclerc on? Leclerc's on mystery tire. We'll find out. Never, I guess. I think that, yeah, it's red. It's soft. Are we serious? Are we serious? Okay, Piastri purple sector 2, but then lost 5/10 in sector 1. How Mercedes brought upgrades and they're even quicker, man. Just liquidate them, please, from the championship. And he's just locked up. Bro, the McLaren, I feel like they got a brake issue. They keep locking up, going wide into a lot of corners there. Alpha Vision, name of the developer. Yo, my gym bros, my gym people, what do you prefer, My Protein or On? I feel like they're the only two supplement brands that exist. None chicken. I don't... That's not my question, idiots. Try Applied Nutrition Beef XP. It will change your life. XP? What's that? Is that like when you kill the cow, you not only get the beef, but you also get the XP? Boost for breakfast and Ensure for dessert. No, how did no one answer my question? If you're buying a protein powder Are you going to My Protein or are you going to On? Because they're generally the only two that exist. Premier. What the hell's Premier? My Protein. Creatine. That's the type of protein. Yeah, do you get it from On or My Protein, bro? Max Verstappen comeback. Let's hope, man. Let's hope it's up the game and do Twitch. Rob the stream, David Wallet. Salmon. Premier Protein. What the fuck's Premier Protein? My Protein if I had to choose. I'm a My Protein baller. Do you know why? Because of Williams. Because they sponsored Williams, and when I started going to the gym, I was like, oh, I know that brand, so I bought it. I actually like this shit. Oh, no, yellow flag. Don't tell me someone else hit a Grand Hog. How's My Protein a brand? That's what it's called, My Protein. Oh, it's called Optimum Nutrition, not On. Oh. Optimum Nutrition, guys. Popeyes. Okay. Wait. Premier. What do you guys call it? Premier Nutrition. What? Is that even real? Premier Protein. That looks like some Weight Watchers shit. I'm so bad at eating, man. Like, I struggle. Like, the thing is, like, I look at people at the gym sometimes and I'm like, man, like, I wish I was as big as you. And I could just, like, lose a bit of weight. But, the reason I can't put on weight is because I'm so good at not being able to eat. Whereas other people have the problem of, like, they can't lose weight because they always want to eat, you know what I mean? So it's like, we're probably looking at each other being like, I wish I was them. Oh, yellow again. Who's this for? Where's Max gonna go? Please go ahead of the fries. Make me happy. Make me happy. I mean, with the Ferraris, it's not bad. Why are the McLarens poo? I guess they haven't settled up. How are the Mercedes 7/10s up, man? I don't tolerate most protein. The only thing I can get down easily is Applied Nutrition Beef XP. I've tried every brand there as well. What's Applied Nutrition Beef? That sounds crazy. Trot the season. Congrats, Mercedes, honestly. Use muscle milk. Comparison to the Thief of Joy, Now, my problem is, like, with a lot of the time it's my schedule. Like, it's hard to eat consistently. Whoa. And I hate cooking. Oh, wow. He is lucky to get away with that. Maybe a little damage on the front right, but wow, spinning and hitting the barrier for Russell there. Maybe push it a bit too hard in practice. Yikes. All right, where's Alonso got to go? Currently sitting P10, by the way. He was on sauce, but what's he doing on mediums right now? Let's have a look. Let's have a look where he ends on meds. Yeah, I think what I need to do is when I'm not streaming and I actually can eat, I need to get better at, like, eating breakfast, eating lunch, eating, like, a meal between lunch and dinner, and then eating dinner. So having, like, 4 meals a day because I want to bulk up. But, like, when I stream, for instance, I ate breakfast this morning. I was rushing to get home, had a tuna and rice, which is, like, still a meal, but, like, it's not that big. And then I probably won't eat until, like, later. You know what I mean? Ocon's lost his nose. And red flag. Has he hit a fucking groundhog? Nah, he's had to have hit a wall. Alright, well, that's the session done, surely. We're going to extend this one as well. We're going to extend this one as well. What is F2 going to do, bro? When's F2 starting? F2 is meant to start in 10 minutes. That's completely smashed. Also, Ocon, new parts for Haas. That's not great. Wonder how much spares they had. What's he done? Not another animal. No, it can't be because we're getting the replay. Oh, he just lost it on the exit. Yo, shout out the new crash, the double crash structure. How he didn't lose either of his wheels there is kind of bad. That is thanks to the new crash structure. If you don't know, the front nose now breaks into two. How is his legs not hanging out the end? Yeah, new crash structure. So the front nose breaks into two now. So it's just to allow for that to happen. Literally what just happened to happen. No way they're trying to put that back on. That's munted. No way you could just put it back on. That's crazy. I thought that was going to be munted more than just the front wing. Like, I thought it was going to be more up to the suspension as well. That is crazy that that just slipped back on. What the fuck? That is crazy. Queso, there with the follow. What's going on with the Mercs? New upgrades. They're cracked out, man. You see, you eat all your macros in the day in a single sitting. So that's the thing. I hit my protein. I hit 130 to 150 grams of protein easy. Like, my meals, like 40 grams of protein each. And then I have a protein shake. Like, I'm good with protein. I'm good with keeping my fats low. I don't have sugar, barely any sugar anymore, which has been a big difference for like face fat. My thing is just calories. And for the longest time, for like the first 3 months I went to the gym, I was like, well, as long as I'm ahead of my protein, I don't need calories. And then it wasn't until later I realized like, oh, you actually need to eat calories if you want to bulk. Like, what the fuck? I thought it was just protein. So I just don't have I just don't eat enough. Try drinking our calories, yeah. Probably could get better. If I have a lot of juice, I don't know how much calories in that though. You've never eaten on stream. That's the thing, like, I don't like eating on stream because people don't like watching someone eat and I want to talk or I'm just busy. I am going to eat on stream today though, because we're streaming for like 7 hours, 8 hours. So I was going to eat in between F2 and F1, but now this is happening. I don't know when I'm going to eat. But yeah, I could stream for 6 hours without being hungry. How much longer do you think Ocon has? I think he's got to the end of the year. I don't think they're going to drop him mid-season. Hell no. Ocon doesn't have the upgrades yet? Really? Alright, session out away for the last 1 minute. They didn't extend it this time. Yeah, so call these 100% delayed. I don't know what they're going to do though. You got a bagel, Max? How much calories in bagel? I literally used to buy bagels. Bagel and cream cheese. You're a cereal shitter. Yeah, I shit out my food. Pizza has a bunch of calories if you need more. Well, that's the thing. So this is the thing, right? I was not eating a lot of fast food when I first started going to the gym because I was like, oh, I want to like eat cleaner and whatever. And then when I found out about calories, I kind of just started to eat anything and everything. But then yeah. But then I started to see progress on my arms and legs. But then I was seeing a lot of more fat build up on my stomach. So it's like, you win some, you lose some. They're testing on Behrman's car in FP1 sprint qualifying and the sprint, and then he'll get them for the race. So Ocon will get them for the race. Interesting. Why don't they do it the other way around? Wouldn't the bum driver get it for the worst of sessions? When do people ever get tired of Kimi's dominance? It's practice. It's practice, man. It's practice. Speaking of, the session is now done. Everyone's going around to what was meant to be start their lap, but now it's going to be finished their lap. I won't pay out the predictions just yet, but I'm surprised that only 10k was put on Kimmy. What we doing, lads? What we doing? Excuse me. And all calories equal. When I was younger and I was underweight, I just drank my calories. It really does help. But the thing is, though, I don't want to... This is the thing that confuses me, right? Is I go to the gym almost every single day. I want to build muscle. But doesn't eating calories... eating heaps of calories build fat, too? I don't want to get... I don't want to... I'm already lean as fuck. I don't want to build fat. What's your thoughts on the sprint quality after practice? Who will be P1? I mean, Mercedes are fucking dominating right now, so it's going to be one of them. And, I mean, Russell didn't show me that he's quick enough despite this being a good track for him, so we'll have to wait and see, I guess. F2 quality is now in an hour. Has that been confirmed? I got some boobies. Probably an A cup would fit. What? You need protein then gym to feed the muscles. Just do a slight bulk. A slight bulk. Yeah, I think when I did the whole like calculations, it said I need to eat 2,600 calories, 2,300 calories a day or something. For how much exercise I do and steps I do and shit. Wow. Too hard, man. I'm getting there though. I was 67 kgs before I started working out. Then I dropped down to 62 kgs because I was just doing so much cardio and barely gymming. And then when I started going to the gym, I've gone from 62, I'm up to 66. I'll probably be 6'7" at the end of this month. But it's all going to my legs, bro. It's all going to my legs and my abs. None of it's going to my arms. To be fair, I should probably start measuring my arms. But I don't see a visual difference. But I see a visual difference in my legs and my core. Muscle builder was just simply getting a good pump in and treating it with protein for the most part. I don't think the 6'7" meme will ever die, I'm not gonna lie. Alright guys, that is it for FP1, the only practice session of the weekend. That's part of the predictions for Kimmy. Well done everyone who got that right. Not sure why more people didn't predict. But guys, that is it for FP1. Thank you all for watching. We are going to be staying live because F2 qualifying should start. Well, let me see what the new time looks like. 7 minutes is when it was meant to start. Is that still going to start or have they delayed it? Why are you not reading credit? Because I answered it! Valid crash out, to be fair. Why am I searching Formula 2 on Twitter? And literally, I've searched their exact @ on Twitter and it's not popping up. There we go. Why have they tweeted it's time for quali? Is it actually starting in 7 minutes? Or not? Okay, I don't know when F2 starts. Anyways, that is it for FP1. The only practice session of the weekend. What a weird session. The first time I've seen an F1 session, a practice session get extended. We ended up having an hour and probably like 15-minute, hour and 15-minute session, hour and 20-minute session, which is kind of interesting. Yeah, for people just tuning on in, Albon hit a groundhog and retired from the session. Liam broke down after a couple laps, and Franco Colapinto had an issue after literally just one lap. But yeah, do a little rundown of the grid. We got Colapinto in last, obviously because of that one lap he did. Perez and Bottas I thought they'd do better than that given the new upgrades. Bamman, and then Lawson, again, only 5 laps before he broke down. Stroll ahead of 5 drivers. Interesting. Then Gasly, Sainz, Albon, Ocon, Hadja, Bortoletto, and then Alonso in P10 is really good to see. I've Aston back. Then Hulkenberg. Then Lindblad best the rest. Then Piastri, Norris behind Red Bull of Verstappen. Then Leclerc, Hamilton, and then Russell and Antonelli so far up the field. Someone catch them, please. Someone catch them, please. It looks like Mercedes' upgrades actually look good. Anyways, guys, that is it for FP1. We will be going live. I'll be staying live on Twitch for F2, F1 Sprint Qualifying, and F1 Academy. So if you're watching on YouTube right now, come join us on Twitch. Otherwise, I'll see you guys for the F2 watch along. I'm doing my first F2 watch along on YouTube. Let's keep your eyes peeled for that stream. I'll see you guys shortly. Bye-bye, YouTube.